on my Cessna 120, which was built right after World War II, I was reading an old service bulletin on shot peening when they built the Cessnas, just some old information somebody dug up. And what they did was they took the flat steel gear leg that you saw on the other Cessnas, and they stuck it on the side of a pickup truck, and they rode along a railroad track over the railroad ties just to beat the thing to death and see how long they could beat it before it cracks. And so they had a good idea of how much it took to break a Cessna gear leg and how many flexes it's good for. And then they thought, let's shot peen the surface of that. And after shot peening the surface, which put all the outer layers in compression, they were able to extend the service life 5 times the original. So it took a flat steel gear leg, which broke at however many hours, and extended its life 5 times that amount. So shot peening really does work well. It works great at extending the fatigue life of it. So if you were going to repair a Cessna gear leg, let's just look at look at some Cessna landing gears here. Okay, here you have a, let's find a flat steel landing gear leg. Okay. Here you have your flat steel Cessna landing gear, which is all the early ones had. All right, so since it has a shot peen surface, and it's all ugly and rusty, and the rust is eating away the surface of the metal. Is it going to eat away the shot peen area with it? Because it's taking metal away.
Yeah, but it depends on how deep the shot peen affect.
Deep.
They penetrate.
Yeah.
Penetrate.
Yeah, and it'd be fun to find the actual numbers of that. Yeah. But if you have a Cessna gear leg and you allow it to rust, you can erode away the shot peened area.
Yeah.
And then you have a non-shot peened gear leg, which is going to crack. So you can have the stress risers that would hurt that. Now another thing is, do not take paint stripper to these steel gear legs, because the paint stripper can cause hydrogen embrittlement. It will actually get into the surface. I forgot the chemical that they have in strippers, but strippers can attack the surface and make it harder.
For steel, right?
Yeah, So aluminum ones you don't have to worry about. So don't let them rust. Mechanically remove paint with a wire brush or some other Scotch-Brite pads or something like that. Okay, and then would you ever take something that's shot peen and heat it up with a torch and bend it straight? No, you do not do that on a Cessna. Some guy came up and said, "Hey, this gear's really crooked. What do you think if I just grab a torch and straighten it out?" I said, "Nah, you don't do that to Cessna gear legs. You never do that. It's heat treated. It's a springy piece of steel. You don't hit it with a torch and mess with it. You leave it." Yeah.
Did you powder coat those or no?
You know what? I don't think it would hurt it. I've never heard of anybody doing it. I don't think it would really hurt, because it only gets up to 300 degrees, and I don't think a plasticky coating could hurt it. Yeah. Okay, so you wouldn't use strippers. You don't let it rust.
How about sandblasting it?
And sandblasting is okay, and bead blasting is okay, but the Cessna book actually says mechanical means some kind of abrasive pad or something like that. And you would not, they actually have repair limits on them if you do have an area with a rusty area, you can blend it out like you would a propeller blade. It allows you 20 thousandths, so it gives you a certain depth. And I have a copy of that bulletin somewhere. All right, so yeah, those gear legs are shot peened, and you got to protect that shot peen surface. Now on the tubular Cessna gear legs, these are shot peened on the outside, and they also shot peen them on the inside. They have a long tube that sprays out beads from the side, and they feed it inside, and they shot peen the inner area too.
Is that
That's
as
what it-
effective because there's not as much force?
You know what? I don't know what pressure they use, and I'd like to know the answer to that one too. I don't know, but they do what they can. And I heard from a aeronautical engineer, airplane designer, that yes, they do shot peen the insides of the Cessna gear legs. So you know, they're kind of they're springy, but if you're not good to the surface of that, you can cause them to crack. And I do have some pictures in one of the things here of some cracked ones. So yes, you got to take care of that shot peen surface, and be careful. Don't use strippers. Look at the rework limits they allow, and all sorts of landing gear failures here. Yeah. All right. What time is it now? Almost about 6. You guys want to take a break, and then we'll come back here. If you need a break, you come back here, and then we'll hit some more stuff, and then we'll go out in the shop. And you're gonna be pulling apart oleo struts, and then we got some other kind with rubber donuts and stuff like that. And today is strut day. And you're gonna get struts. And don't worry about it if you don't do all you want to do today. It doesn't matter. You're gonna pull struts apart on the Cessnas down at the hangar.
Oh, okay.
So have fun with them today. I got two of these kind of struts. And then, so you have fun with them out in the shop, but if you don't really get to it or get to learn it, so what? You're gonna tear apart the others off. You got 2 Cessna 152s, that 182 there, and I often bring in others. So you got struts to disassemble at the school hangar.
So they got a ring kit for that, and they have a ring kit for it?
Yeah, oh yeah,
Yeah.
you just get them out of the parts book, yeah.
Structured out parts of it.
Oh,
in there,
good,
right?
you get